Sorry.
Yeah, we have you down. Okay. Oh, it's Ogata Tran. That's okay. Yeah, no worries. Oh, I'm just telling her it's Ogata Tran. Good morning. All right.
It was sunny in Linden.
Oh, no, it was foggy and cold. Maybe, I'm about to, you could do. Yeah, I know. I'm a little nervous too for the Dharma talk, but I'll be okay.
You'll be okay. We're both going to be okay.
Yeah, so
It's just our tummies want to be nervous.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little nervous too. Well, this Dharma talk, I'm actually bought it from the Reverend in Lodi, so he gave me his script. I kind of modified it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took most of his talk this morning. So, and I mentioned that in the note. So, yeah. So, anyway. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I don't want to turn on my laptop too early though, because it doesn't have good battery.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want that going on in the middle.
Yeah, but also I want to, maybe I'll start it up as we're starting service. Yeah.
Because it goes by faster than you think.
Yeah. I think I'll start it like when you're doing the talk show. And then, yeah, because we just do a couple chants, right? Just say gay. Just, yeah, beginning. Okay. So, yep. At least I don't have to memorize you say gay, got the book. So just,
Goodness, yeah. Only know like the first 4 lines.
and then the last part, of course, too,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, because last part's the same every time. Yeah, so, but, I know.
It's so funny that we get so nervous is because everyone here accepts us. And they don't get on
I know,
us for
but it's
making
just,
mistakes. But
I
it's
know,
like,
but
we
it's
feel
our
like,
natural,
we
well,
feel
I
like-
have a lot of anxiety.
Yeah,
so,
me too.
So,
We
yeah.
feel like we have to do 100% perfect,
Yeah.
or it's just not acceptable.
I know, but just gotta take a deep breath.
I know,
Just
that's
hope
why I'm
for the
sitting here
best.
like, I'm okay. I've done this before,
Yeah.
but it always feels like the first time.
I don't know. I've got a couple notes on the screen to like prompt me to help me out. Yeah. So let's see
That's a
how
good
today's
idea.
goes. Yeah. So yeah, not a little folks yet, but you know how it is. A lot of us are running to get here.
And the fog too.
Oh, yeah, the
It kind of
fog.
surprised me. I knew it was foggy, but I literally couldn't see
Yeah, it's
where I
super
was
foggy
going.
today.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, it's super foggy today, so we gotta. It was. Yeah.
Are you alright?
Yeah. But I wanted to make sure that we weren't late. Got the kids up a little earlier today, so that's a good. It's most of the
Good
time.
job.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. So it's okay.
Up early, they're not cranky.
She was a little cranky when she was
Aw.
out. That's okay. I gave her some snacks. It's be okay right now. Hi. I know. If she gets super antsy, I guess I'll hold her while I talk.
Oh, she's,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah. I get nervous, but I feel like, well, if I do it once a year, that's my contribution to the song. Yeah. Yeah. I know, we need to figure out what we're doing for Bodhi. We can't, you gotta figure that out for you kids still.
Oh,
Yeah, each of the classes have a Well, I've been gone about a couple weeks, yeah, we still got a few weeks. We'll figure out what we're doing for Bodhi Day. Oh, hey kids, before we forget, you wanna do a shoko?
Oh yeah, I'll circle.
Hey, hold on, let me get you an end juice. Shoko. Yes, you can have the orange one. There's the orange one. And your rainbow one. Okay, kids, why don't you go shoko? I'm gonna go shoko too. Before I forget. Zelda, go shoko. Come on. Step back
picture
Of
kindergarten
course,
was.
yes. That's a cute one.
How did you do, Devin? How did you? I did it. You did it? Oh, you did it out in the wheelchair, so I did it. I did it. Do you need any other mentoring?
No, I'm good, I'm good. It's been a week I recovered. It took a few days. I was sore for a bit,
Oh,
but.
I did.
Maybe I'll put this.
Yeah.
Just in case. Oh, actually.
Katie's not back yet, right? She's back, but she's gonna be in Wallingford today.
Oh,
She's
she's
getting her certification.
Oh,
So I'm
good.
gonna see her later.
Okay, so when you're doing the gong, we'll go up and we'll show her. That'll give you plenty of time to get there.
Okay.
Okay?
Is it 10 yet? You just let me know when you want me to do it.
I'm starting it up and then hopefully it'll work.
There you go.
Next time.
Do you and Evelyn wanna go shopping for down school? And has a kite? A kite? I don't think a kite is done. Yeah, has it? Do you want to go show?
Okay, and then you for dogs?
Yeah. Okay. What's your guys' last name?
Garcia.
Garcia. And her name is Alyssa?
Oh, thank you. I know these are my oldest ones.
I love Poppy. They're so fun.
Okay. Which do you want to do? For the bottom half. Let's do the first half.
Oh, it just turned 10. Give it another minute.
And
I
Mamie will
always wait
do
till
the juice already.
Oh,
for
right.
the juice.
Before you go to the sunset.
Yeah.
And she's gonna
Yeah,
do the
that's
punch.
a good idea.
So we'll leave this up here for her. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Oh. Okay.
We'll be in our service. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is it.
Do I can sit down
A little bit, but once we
when I
start
say
hearing
that.
the punch, we
I
gotta
sit down
start.
or stand here.
You stand there.
I'm just gonna have it.
Okay?
Okay. Verses 1 to 3, followed by the recitation of the three treasures in Nambutsu on page 2.
No, yeah, that, Mamie will do that. And then,
Do I say by May May? Followed by recitation of the two treasures.
by May Pablo.
Keep her last name. I forget. Yeah, it all comes.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Lilia Diaz, and this is the nursery kindergarten class, and we would like to welcome you to today's service. We will begin our service with opening meditation, followed by Nembutsu. Please join me in placing your hands together in Gasho. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu.
Please rise in for the singing of the Gaza. Happy little children. 166 on the service book. Verses 1 to 3.
Followed by the recitation of the Three Treasures in Nembutsu by Maid Pablo.
Three Treasures on page 2. Hard is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the teachings of the Blessed One. Now we hear it. If we do not deliver ourselves in the present life, no hope is there that we shall be freed from suffering and sorrow in the ocean of birth and death. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of your way to enlightenment and awaken in ourselves your supreme will. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord in your life of harmony, in a spirit of universal oneness, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriads of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Okay, please join us in the chanting of Sutra Jusei on page 52 to 102 of the service book. During the sutra chanting, we will have Oshoko or incense offering by the following: Dharma School student Akaya Garcia and adult Alyssa Garcia.
Kago chosegan hishimu jodo shiga fumanzok seifu joshogak gao muryoko fui dai seishu fusai shobingu seifu joshogak gashi jobutsudo myosho chojipo kukyo mishomon seifu joshogak ryokujin shonen joeshu bongyo shigumu do ishoten ninshi jiriki en daiko fushomu saido sankumyo kosai shuyakunan kaichi en meshi konoan hesoku showakudo tsudatsu zen shumon koso jomanzok iyoro jipo nichigatsu shujuki tenko wonpugen ishukai ozo koseku dokuho jodai shuchu seppo shishiku kuyo isai butsu kusoku shutoku on ganeshitsu joman tokui sangayo nyobutsu mugechi tatsumi fusho gangaku erik toshi sai shoson shiganya daisen no kando koku shoten nin touchi myo ke namandabu namandabu sai dong mo dai shin ojo an rako. Namandabats, 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 namandabats.
We will now listen to a message by Mrs. Casey Ogata Tran. And after that, this will follow the pledge, our pledge in the inside back cover of the service book.
Good morning, everyone. Give it a moment. Let's hope technology works for us today. Okay. Sensei said it auto turns on, but if not, I can manually turn on the projector. So let's try this. Oh, shoot, it's on. I heard the button. Hold on. There you go. Oh, it's gone? Okay. Making sure. Okay. All right, good. Glad we have technology working for us today. All right. Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm Casey Ogata Tran. So normally we have Sensei here, but of course one Sunday a month she is away. So a few of us are probably rotating just so that we, of course, always have Dharma talks even when she's not here. So normally this is the Sunday, right, before Thanksgiving. And for those of you who have been in the Sangha for a long time, and those of you, of course, who have not, you'll learn that traditionally we usually have some sort of Thanksgiving-related Dharma talk, especially it's November. We have the American tradition of Thanksgiving. We talk about being thankful, all of that. That's the typical talk during this time. But nope, not this time. I decided we could try something a bit different to shake things up, something a little different that maybe some of you may have heard and some of you may have not heard. So I'm going to talk about a Japanese traditional summertime activity called Nagashi Somen, and some of the Buddhist teachings that you can relate to when it comes to this activity. This Dharma talk was actually given by Reverend Imada in Lodi, but he let me go ahead and give you this Dharma talk. He gave me the script. I tweaked a little bit of it, so it's not the original, but the message is still the same. So first of all, for those of you who do not know, what is Nagashi Somen? It is actually a traditional Japanese summer activity where they cut bamboo in half, and then they pour cold water down it, and then they pour cooked somen noodles. So the noodles actually flow down the bamboo in water like a river flows. And then a lot of people gather around that bamboo, and they use their chopsticks to pick noodles out of the bamboo and the water as it's flowing down, try to catch that noodle, dip it in sauce, and then eat it. It is a very fun shared community activity that still happens in Japan during the summertime today. So Lodi Buddhist Church actually did this activity last month in October. So I'm going to show you a couple of videos of what we did so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. So give me one moment. I could not embed the files this morning, so instead we are going to watch them on this video player. Okay, give me 1 second. Let's do this one first.
Where'd I put them?
You put them in the broth. Here you go. Here's Ken, my son, and put my daughter Zelda. Put them in there. And so do you see the bamboo? Oh, Ken, hold on. Come on. Hurry up. Trying to grab it. Hurry before they go. And put it in. Hurry before they go. Broth. Come on. It's not easy. Oh no, lost a couple. Yeah, okay. And then there's a second one.
My turn.
where I took it, I was
You wanna
pouring the
try,
water
Zelda?
and I tried to take the video.
Whoa! Oh, hey, let's not be spilling that way. All right. Oh, come on, let the water go. There we go.
Yeah, see, so you see the noodles flowing down there? That's
Yep,
how it's
they're
supposed
coming.
to be. Yep.
Yeah, wow.
We took turns
All right,
because we
put
didn't
some
want to
more noodles
overcrowd, but
there.
normally there might be a
Oh,
few
hold on.
people on there. So, yep. All right, let's go back to the slides. Okay. Okay. So it does look fun, right? Gathering around, trying to get the noodles and eat it, but there's actually some Buddhist themes that we could relate to with this activity as well. So first of all, you can see the concept of impermanence in this activity. We taught impermanence a lot, right? So how it can relate is the noodles are flowing through the water, as you saw. And in Japan, honestly, if you have more water, it usually flows a little bit faster. So when you are in this activity, sometimes the noodles are flowing so fast that you might actually miss grabbing at one of the noodles. You basically miss that moment. Obviously, there might be more noodles that flow down in that riverbed, but it's not going to be the same noodle. It might be a different texture, might be different grouping, but essentially you have missed that moment. If you missed the first batch of noodles, there might be more, but you missed that exact moment. The noodle's not going to come back for you, right? It's going to go into a little strainer at the bottom. We can see that this is an example of impermanence. In life, life is constantly changing from one moment to the other. If we miss a moment, maybe that activity, that moment in time could come back, but it's never going to be exactly the same. Life is constantly changing. Time is constantly flowing. Different moments come and go, but every moment is different. So we need to treasure every moment, even if it's a missed moment. Maybe there's some opportunities for a new moment to come. Maybe there aren't. But we have to recognize this idea of impermanence with life constantly changing, and as the moments go, every moment is different. Another example that we can see from Nagash Somen relating to our Buddhist concepts is the idea of dana. Dana is the idea of shared or giving. For example, in this activity, there's a lot of sharing and giving. There is an expectation that when somebody comes up to that bamboo riverbed to get their noodle, we're not trying to get as many noodles as we can and bring this giant batch. No, you're supposed to only grab a little bit, like a little bunch, and then go back and eat and give other people that opportunity and that moment to also have their share. Because if one person's standing up just trying to grab at all the noodles they can get, then what happens to all the other people behind them? All the other people in that group activity don't get the noodles and their shared portion. So this is a concept we call dana. We emphasize in Jodo Shinshu Buddhism the idea that we need to be sharing and giving to one another. Because in an activity like this, we all need to share. There's not unlimited noodles, for example, that someone can just grab at. It is expected that we all grab our small portion and share among everybody in that shared activity. Another example we can see from Nagash Somen relating to Jodo Shinshu Buddhism is Amita's compassion. As the cold water flows in this activity, it's like Amita Buddha's kind heart and compassion. Compassion is like water. When you touch it, you feel it, you cool down, just like Amita Buddha's compassion, and also like the river that's constantly flowing. Amita Buddha's compassion is ever changing and also ever flowing as well, never ending. Another concept, of course, that's pretty obvious, as you can see from the activity, is the idea of the Sangha. This activity involves a whole community. While I just mostly showed Ken because, of course, he's my son, in general, there are a number of people. This activity involves lots of different people coming up to get their portion of the noodle. It's not meant for just one activity of one person. It's an example that this is activity to be shared among a community, among a Sangha.
And then, of course, there's the idea of interdependence that we talk about as well. So this activity requires a whole group of people in order to make it happen. You've got one person that's standing at the top of the bamboo having the water flow down. You've got another person who has to make sure that there's a strainer at the end to catch the noodles. Otherwise, the noodles unfortunately fall to the ground. So we got another person who has to make sure that that doesn't happen. You, of course, have people that need to prep the noodles. They have to cook the noodles ahead of time to make sure they're ready for this activity. You also need people to make sure that there's the sauce, the dipping sauce. You got to make sure there's chopsticks, cups, or bowls to be available to everybody. There's a lot of things that need to happen and to come together in that moment in order to make that activity happen. So this is an example of interdependence. All these different things had to come together in order for the activity to happen. And this is an example of how that happens with us too. In order for us to be living here today, not only did we come from our parents, but we are a product of all these different actions and all this different support from all of us around us. Just like this activity, we are also an example of interdependence, working to show that because of the actions of others, we are here today. So there's a lot of different principles that I float around there for this activity for Nagash Soman. I hope you took some good insights from this talk. And one last question I have for all of you is, are you interested in enough to try it for Stockton one day? If you are, let us know if it's something that a lot of people are interested in. Maybe we could get it set up during the summertime. Obviously right now is not the best. It's pretty cold outside. I was driving in fog myself to get here. And so not a good time of the year to do this, but if there's enough interest, let us know. Maybe we could get everything together coordinated during the spring, summertime, and maybe we could also try that activity as well. Thank you so much.
If you're able to, please stand. We're going to say our pledge, which is on the back cover of the service book. Our pledge. Breaking out of my shell, I will share a warm smile and speak gentle words, just like the kind Buddha. Not becoming lost in my greed, anger, and ignorance, I shall think and act with an open mind, just like the calm and peaceful Buddha. Not putting myself first, I will share in the joy and sadness of others, just like the compassionate Buddha. Realizing the gift of life I have received, I shall strive to live each day to its fullest, like the Buddha who tirelessly works to liberate all. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Okay, announcements. December 14th is Bodhi Day. Our guest speaker is Reverend Melissa Opal of the San Francisco Buddhist Temple. December 21st and December 28th, no Sunday service or Dharma school. December 31st is the New Year's Eve Joya E service at 5 p.m. Join us for Toshikoshi Soba after the service. January 1st, New Year's service Shu Shoe at 11 a.m. New Year's Ozoni will be served at 10 a.m. January 1st before the New Year's service. RSVP is requested. Sangha Cup collection drive for Family Promise of San Joaquin County. See the Karma for details. YBA Toy Drive November 15th to December 14th. New toys, monetary donations are accepted. The donations benefit Child Protective Services. The church's crab feed is on Saturday, January 10th, 2026 at 5 p.m. Make your reservations now. Seating is limited. Cans and plastic bottles are now being collected by YBA. Please leave your recyclables in the white barrels by the mini chapel. Are there any other announcements? Oh, you want to come up, Mike, and tell them about your origami project?
Following the service, the children will go to the classrooms. Everyone else is invited to go to the mini chapel for coffee or friendship hour. At 11:30, we'll do an origami demonstration. Anybody is welcome to attend. Also, from 11:30, I believe the gym will be open for open activities. Thank you.
Any other announcements? Okay. Dismissal to class. Please observe good etiquette and do not enter the aisle before the row in front of you. Those students who did not offer incense before the service are asked to do so before leaving the hondo. Please have a happy Thanksgiving and don't overeat. Where did you get this?
Oh, yeah, I gotta put that away. That's last thing. Do I keep this box down here? Yeah, that's
Maybe.
We got to it. Good job, good job. Good job, you too. All right, Ken, we'll head out. I gotta pack up my laptop though, okay? We'll head out.
Wait, I remember this song.
Look at you.
He does 2 times a month because the other 2 times he has to do 4. Yeah. What? Not really, it's just my kids and a couple other kids that might show up, not too big unfortunately. No, no, let's put on your jacket.
It's going to be cool.
It's gonna be cold outside.
Yeah, it's freezing cold.
No, see?
Oh, that's so.
Mike's on. My coworker gave me some origami paper. Do you want it? She gave me some more origami paper and some markers and stuff. I'll bring it over there.
That's okay, that's okay. It makes things up. No, I still have got.
to the, refreshment. Okay.
Okay,